Alright, Derek, this episode of Speletons is going to ask questions that are going to make you feel just a little uncomfortable, okay? You down with that?
I mean, what's different?
That's fair, alright? So you got your second best friend. Or, yeah, your second best friend named John, or whoever the fuck is, or whatever. The person that's underneath me, right? That person, that friend.
All right.
Is it a girl or a guy? I just really need to know for the context of this.
It's probably a girl, I think.
Okay.
I had to guess.
Great. So.
I don't know why I'm guessing. I shouldn't really. This shouldn't be guesswork.
It's whatever. Anyhow, you walk in, they invite you over to their house one day, but they forget, that, you make these plans a different day and they forget, or they, whatever, 10 minutes ago, but they forgot anyways, because they're just, they basically have your memory, right? And,
Yeah,
you walk in, and they are in bed sexually with their siblings. How do you react? What do you do now?
Huh.
That's right, Derek. This is an incest This is the incest hypothetical.
This is an incest one.
Yeah.
Incestion.
Just how do you yeah. I don't remember what caused me to think of this today. I was just like, well, that's a conversation topic right there, so I'll use it. And I guess that's where I was at. So, yeah. That's what went through my mind today.
See, the hard thing I'm having right now is like, I know they're a smart person, so like my first thought would be, what caused them to stoop to this? Because like they should absolutely know better on how like taboo that is, and for good reason.
Well, I know it's taboo. Let's say, I don't know, they don't plan on reproducing or anything.
God, I fucking hope not.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Wow, the tiredness just hit me on this hypothetical too. What a great way to end the session.
I don't think they would. I don't think I would like cancel them. It'd be very weird. It'd be very weird. But
it
like
would.
I think it'd just be a kind of thing where like I just kind of like don't really mention it ever. And hope they don't either.
Alright.
Or when they do, I just uncomfortably stand there and be like,
Now, I haven't even gotten to the bread and butter yet. So, instead of accidentally stumbling in on them, they gather you and all their friends and with their sibling. And they're like, hey, me and my brother are dating now. Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they just tell you and all your friends. And like dating, let's say the brother is part of the friend group, too. Make it extra awkward. So, Now how do you react?
I guess I'd be like, man, I don't remember this episode of Friends.
No one told you life was gonna be this incest. Ooh.
Clap.
Oh my god, your sister is fucking her brother. That's kind of fucking gross. Oh my god, I could puke. But if I did that now, I think I would choke
See,
because they are fucking each
so
other, and they're
I think as
brother
long
and
I think as
sister
long as
too. They are
so
fucking each other, and they're brother and sister too. Jesus Christ.
and
I know we don't have fans that remix us, but I could just see the remix of that. Just a remix of that randomly breaking out into that. There just being an uncomfortable silence from anyone listening. Oh,
so the way I'm thinking of this scenario is, do I value their friendship more than I value, or more than I am bothered by what they're doing?
I don't know.
I think as long as it's not something that's regularly talked about, which I guess in the case where it's in the friend group, it probably is something that's really hard to avoid.
Yeah. They would actively. I mean, like, they want to be open about their relationship. You know, they don't want to hide it no more. This is the.
I don't know if that's legal.
How so?
How you mean? How is it not legal?
Yeah.
I guess
Like.
I don't know if you can marry a sibling legally. I don't know if there's
Well, that's
anything against that. I don't
marriage.
think there is.
That's marriage. Oh, fuck, Derek. I mean, fuck. This could be Alabama, Derek. I mean.
Yeah, I
Probably.
realize that. I'm just.
It's gotta be legal in Alabama. Like Alabama's just one fucked up place.
There's no laws there.
There really, pretty much is not.
The A in Alabama stands for anarchy.
I believe it.
I don't know, because if they're actively, I think I'd probably bring it up at some point and basically be like, this is like really like awkward and like weird, because like I understand like I get that like you guys clearly have no problem with it, but like plenty of other people do, and like what you do in your private time, I'm not gonna try to dictate, but like it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me very uncomfortable seeing any sort of like public displays of affection or whatever. So if you could just like not, that would be great. And then depending on what their reply to that was, if they agree to not not to like really like show it in public, then like I think I'd be okay. Not like okay with it, but like I wouldn't cancel them and just be like and friendship ended.
Friendship
like,
ended. With
if they just kept, if they didn't like if they didn't stop or anything, like showing public displays of affection or whatever, then I'd probably just stop hanging out with them ever. It'd be too uncomfortable and weird for me, which is saying something.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, would it change if it was like, instead of brother and sister, it was like mother and, father or fucking whatever?
What? You mean like one that, like their parent, like them
Yes.
with their parent?
Yes.
No, that'd be probably about equally weird.
I feel like that'd be worse, personally.
Yeah.
Oh my god, get it through the tiny hole! Come on! I'm having trouble getting it in there! Oh, getting it in there once doesn't count! God damn it! Fuck! Bees! Alright, in case anyone's wondering, my response, I don't think I'd really care. I might get disgusted if they fucking, like, you know, do shit in public. Other than that, I don't really think it bothers me. It's gross. I don't control other fucking people in their lives. I'd probably try and be like, well, why? Stop! But, you know, whatever. Certainly been worse things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my response is more just like I'm not gonna try to control them, but like if it is something that would be awkward for me, and if it's going to continually be like if it's going to continually affect me, then like I would have no qualm in eventually just like moving away from being friends with them, because
Okay,
like in that case I'm more or less
these?
just I'm just thinking about myself, which I'm allowed to do.
This is really useful.
That was one thing I said to my coworker earlier today that like I think is honestly of an important value, but like I've never been able to. I've thought about this a lot. I've just never been able to. No, I wouldn't be surprised though.
Wouldn't be surprised though.
I've never been able to find the best way to put it, but or like an exact definition to it. But in a lot of scenarios in life, people are allowed to be selfish. Like, there's nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes.
Yeah.
You always get a I feel like being selfish is always something that's like something that's heavily frowned upon, especially from a young age. Like you're always taught, sharing is caring, blah blah blah. That kind of stuff. But like, there's a lot of times in life where not exact, probably the objectively correct choice is to just be selfish, or given the choice between being selfish and not being selfish, like the difference is either something like good or bad for you, or something good or bad for someone else. And in scenarios like that, you have every right to just choose yourself. You don't have to be a hero.
Yeah.
You don't have to be you don't have to like just be like. There are certain times where being selfish is very wrong, like when it negatively, like your like selfish choice just negatively affects someone, like robbing someone.
Yeah.
But like for like a lot of scenarios, I feel like you have every right to be selfish. Like and in this scenario, if seeing your friend in a relationship with their sibling, like you have every right to just end the friendship. You don't have the right to tell them to stop
because you feel like it.
Because ultimately it's not your life, it's not your choice, really. Whether or not they can do what they want with their lives. They're not in this scenario. They're really not negatively affecting anybody other than just making you uncomfortable. But like which is why you have the option to just like say like I don't want to be around you because it makes you uncomfortable. You don't owe them. You don't have to just force yourself to deal with them.
That's true.
But like, yeah.
I don't know. I personally just don't care that much. As long as maybe if it made me, it would depend, because I feel like it would fucking gross me out to see them kiss. I feel like the mom one would make me fucking throw up, or dad, or whatever. Like,
I think personally, like, even with people I know very well, I'm still usually pretty well removed from just like personal things in their lives such as that. So like, what I think would most likely happen when I see it is like I would know that it's their parent or sibling.
let me
but
flip
I would
this situation.
I wouldn't
So-
be thinking about it.
Sorry to interrupt you. But yeah, just because we're gonna end.
No, you're not.
The boss, your boss at work starts dating their sister, and they, for some reason, or brother, or what, however it makes sense most. And for some reason, your boss felt it imperative to tell you, and they bring their, relationship to work all the time. You see them all the time. Not necessarily PDA, but you see them all there together, and it's your boss doing this. How do you react?
I mean, I already fucking hate work. I need money, but like, my response is literally just like, I just hate working here more, but like, I'm not gonna stop. I need money.
Yeah.
I can ignore it.
Can I not take control of these guys? Because I thought I was supposed to be able to. Oh, maybe I can't. Ah. Oh, no, I did. None of them hurt me now? Okay, great. Damn it.
Like, I'm not gonna quit. They can't force me out that easy.
Or can they?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know if they really. I'm pretty sure where I work, they could fire me just because they feel like it.
Yeah. Can't any work do that, or is that not? Is there something preventing that?
Certain states have laws called a right. I think it's called a right to work. Or rather, maybe that's the law that allows you to be fired. Certain states have laws saying that it's required that there needs to be a reason for you to be fired, like a valid reason for you to be fired. And if you were to be fired for something invalid, you could I think you could take them to court. I don't know much about these laws, obviously. So I'm just going off of like my best knowledge, which isn't much. In some states, they have laws. There are laws, or rather, maybe a lack of laws, that basically allow for employers to just be able to fire someone just cause. I believe like Texas is a state where you can be fired just cause. For you don't need a reason. An employer can fire you just because they feel like it. They can fire you because they're having a bad day. They can do.
Fun.
They can fire you just cause. New York, I don't believe is one. I don't believe New York is a state that can fire you just cause. However, where I work is technically considered a sovereign. It is technically considered on a sovereign nation.
I see.
So,
Alright.
we have a lot of dumb things that don't follow normal laws.
I see. We're gonna end the episode, but I'm gonna upgrade that core I got first, and we'll take another walk around town and see if anything is
Alright, well,
anything
one
new
more
is
thing we just chat or to talk about.
Is it quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lady today that I sold a cake to, actually a bunch of cakes to, that afterwards someone came up to me and told me she's pretty sure that lady wasn't allowed to be on the premises at that moment.
Oh, nice.
Because apparently, which I 100%, I've seen her a bunch, and like I 100% picked up on this as well. She's a compulsive gambler and a compulsive liar.
Nice.
She supposedly like the night before she got thrown out. She's an older, like she's just like a small old lady too. She supposedly got thrown out for like throwing stuff down in like the casino area, probably because she was like doing bad, or she was doing bad. Literally every time she comes up, she tells us, "Oh, I would have tipped you, but I lost all my money downstairs." So
Nice.
next time I'll get you next time, and next time never comes.
Yes.
Um,
That's fun.
but I don't know, it's an interesting thing. Uh, it's funny sometimes at work. I see people who are literally the furthest from in control of their life.
Plus the Game Boys too.
Yeah,
Next time. Bye.
guess it's not funny, but like
It's just a thing.
it's just life.